and that's the course question we are talking about. So previously we had named this my courses, and clicking on that link on that tab, we had a course builder right up there.
Right.
But what Ted has told me is that we need to make it identical to this periodic question. So then we thought about what should be the workflow once I create questions for course and session. So now we have a course builder in two separate questions. So let me walk you through that.
Okay.
So what we do is first we select any industry group, SuccessTrek.
Okay.
Okay. And everything else is almost identical. You can remove that.
Mukesh, my screen right now is not showing anything. It looks like I don't know if the browser is still trying to load the page, but the page is blank right now.
Okay. Okay, so I think to save your time, that's there.
And then hit save.
Yes,
okay. Okay, now I see this. Now it goes to set course and time structure. So this is the old course builder that allows you to set your price and set all of the times and dates, method of delivery, and so on.
Yes, exactly. Except for the session.
Yes. So let's see here. So what I'm not seeing, well, let me just think about a couple of things here. If I had created more than one session in that question set and come to this place, would I see more than one session in set course time and structure? Because right now I'm only seeing session 1, learn violin. So in other words, if I had added another session in the question set, would that be added now to this screen?
Well, what the idea is exactly in previous section, if you, this is the third screen. In the first screen, you selected to update a question set.
Yes.
Then you went on to see that question set. So the question set is a course. And in future, however time you want, you can change the date and the method of delivery and the price. But what exactly your course is that question set and that session.
Okay.
So it has to appear here.
All right. So it's good to know that this is all still here and available. But I'm thinking that at the moment it's hidden, and maybe you agree with this. But at the moment, the ability to create these sessions and schedule them and get to this screen, basically, this set course time and structure. This is hidden because the only way to get to this is to create a question set, and it isn't even obvious when you're creating the question set that you will end up here. So it seems to me that this process, it's great that we have it and it's part of the build, but I need to find a way to bring it up to the top of the user interface so people can see that this is part of creating a course. because otherwise this whole part of it is not even visible, and most people wouldn't know it until they started creating a question set. Do you agree with that?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, yes, that's what me and Ted had decided, that if any advisor want to, publish his question set as a meeting, post meeting, how would he do this?
Yes.
Then what we end up is he has to, click on 3 different pages, and only after that he will be able to reach it.
Okay. That makes perfect sense to me. And it is something that is missing from this whole process, and it's not obvious to an advisor how a course gets created. So far, I think that it's only obvious how a question set gets created, but that's only part of creating a course. Fortunately for us, you have built this, so it's available. I just need to now connect what you have here to the rest of the interface so that it becomes possible for someone to create a whole course, and it's intuitive how to do that.
Exactly.
Okay. I understand perfectly now. Thank you very much. So do you have any other questions for me about what happens next? Because from my perspective, it's pretty straightforward what I need to do. I need to go back, look at all of these workflows and figure out how to add something to the UI, to the user interface, to make it obvious how all this gets done. I don't know how to do that yet, but that's what I'll be doing. Is there anything else that you want me to focus on or have any questions about?
I think in this section, in the course section, I don't think we have. But what we need, me and Ted both, is just, if you go, just click on the back page, and if you see the pop-up is not good enough. And there are minor things, but still we need to fix them, and we need to, make them as perfect as we can.
Yes.
Like the pop-up we had, where you click on the save button and check the 2 check boxes. There, what Ted has asked me to do is to put for both 2 questions, one for the 5% allow copy, and the other one if the advisor wants to create the meeting for this course. So for both of them, what Ted said to me is that instead of those check boxes, we need to put a yes and no button for both the questions.
Okay. So yeah, so the box that I'm looking at on your screen right now, that's the box that we're talking about. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Is that what you're referring to? This box here that has the 2 check boxes?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, my screen is different, your screen might be different. But once you get back from the save course and save course time in the structure, there in the post meeting, if you click on the save, update, and publish, then pop-up comes up. The first message says that you will get 5% for each student if you allow other advisors to use this course. And the other message says that if you want to publish, set the meeting and set the time and the structure.
Right.
So these are the 2 messages and the 2 check boxes. So instead of those 2 check boxes, what Ted has told me is that we need to say yes and no, yes and no. So what the question?
Okay. I'm not sure I agree with that completely, but let me think about that. It's definitely a problem, but typically in a pop-up like this, you're not asked to choose yes or no to 2 different questions and do a save. But let me think that through and figure out if this works, or if it works the way Ted described it, or if there's a third way to do this. But I understand the problem.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, anything else?
there are a few more things like in temple, which I think which are missing in our system. One I have already discussed with you is that we need to have a centralized system of notification and pop-up.
Right. That's on my radar screen also. I know that I said I would do that, and now that I have this example in front of me, I think it will help me to think through some of those issues.
Yeah, so one more thing is that which I want your attention at is that once you click on any button, so on most of the pages we have edits running on.
Yes?
Yeah. So when you have edits running on and any user clicks on a button, he doesn't know that what's happening next, what is going on.
Right.
Things happen. So we must be able to, so that the screen freezes up, so that any user cannot be able to click on that button 2, 3, 4 times, and so the screen gets freeze up, and he must get notified that something going on.
Got you. Yeah. So if I hear you correctly, you're saying because we're running Ajax on a lot of these pages, so we're updating them in real time, we're updating them live. When the user clicks to confirm something, we're saving that page, but the user needs to know that the page may not have changed at all from their perspective, but in fact, we have actually updated the page. So we need to alert their user somehow that their changes have been saved, or give them some other indication that the action that they wanted has happened, and they don't need to just keep clicking that green button that says save.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
All right, that's something else I'll pay attention to.
Yes, and the third thing is we need to have a centralized system of emailing.
Oh gosh.
Because, yes, on most of the pages, on most of the occasions, there are so many places where we need to email users.
Yes.
And they all have different perspectives. So either we have a messaging a fixed messages, like when a meeting has been created, so the user must be able to, the student must be able to know that yes, this meeting has been created on this, and these are the information regarding that, and the advisor also must be able to know that yes, I have created this meeting. So there are so many other places where we are doing the emailing. So we need to have a system. A centralized system. We can build the centralized system, but the images, what Ted has showed me, 8 to 10 images, he has 10 images on different locations. What site it was the same thing every now and then. He used to get those messages.
Yeah.
So I think we also need to get different kinds of HTML or something like that, which we can use.
Yes. So what I hear you saying is obviously SuccessTrek has a lot of different notifications, and if we're having to send an email every time someone does something, that's a lot of emails that are likely going to flood someone's inbox and probably get ignored. So is there another way to do that, or if not, then what is our email strategy so that it is efficient not only for the user but for us, and we're not sending 20 or 30 emails out to somebody because they came into SuccessTrek that day and did 20 or 30 things. We can't have an email confirmation of everything that they've done. So, but what is our strategy to inform them? Whether it's a single email digest, one email